Shalom Mishpachah. It's been a while. It's the eve of the Shabbat, so thought I'd share a quick little word with my peoples real quick. This is talking about the priesthood under the current covenant that we're in, and how that pertains to us. So let's analyze what Abba's original intent was in establishing a priesthood. So we could go to Exodus and turn in there. Sorry, I gotta. Alright. Sorry, I'm on the road driving, working and whatnot. I just pulled over, thought I'd share a word with folks. But Exodus 19:6, and it says, "You shall be unto me," this is Yah speaking, Abba. He says, "You shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak unto the children of Israel." He's telling this to Moses. He says, let me back up and go to, this is Exodus 19:5-6. And it reads, "Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for the earth is mine. And you shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak unto the children of Israel." Now, a couple of factors we want to keep in mind here. Now, this was repeated by the disciples, and for instance, Peter goes over this in his epistle, and just analyzing that last scripture, we can see who the first fruits of this priesthood actually is. It's Israel. So, 1 Peter, let's back up to 1 Peter 2:1, starting at the beginning. He says, "Wherefore, laying aside all malice and guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. If so be you have tasted that the Lord is gracious, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of God and precious, you also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house." See, this is what New Jerusalem consists of, the body of believers. Has nothing to do with the actual building of any kind. It says, "You also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God by Yahushua HaMashiach. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, Behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believes on him shall not be confounded. Unto you therefore which believe, he is precious. But unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. Okay? So, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but now are the people of God, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Okay, so we see obviously him precepting that same verse where this was the first fruits of this particular precept is referring to Israelites. Now, let's take a look deeper. Now that we know that we are to be a holy priesthood, which one of our number one obligations is priest. And this is Malachi chapter 2 and starting at 1. Why not? Malachi 2. And now, O you priests, this commandment is for you. If you will not hear, and if you will not lay it to heart to give glory unto my name, saith the Most High of Hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already, because you do not lay it to heart. Behold, I will corrupt your seed, and spread dung upon your faces, even the dung of your solemn feast, and one shall take you away with it. And you shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi, saith the Most High of Hosts. My covenant was with him of life and peace, and I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me, and was afraid before my name. The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips. Iniquity means lawlessness. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did not turn many away from iniquity. And did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Most High of Hosts. So that is our sole obligation as priests of Yah. Let me read it again. The priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth. This is a commandment, bro. It's not no suggestion. It's and now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you. Malachi 2 and 1 to 2 and 7. All right. Let me go back to Ezekiel 44. Ezekiel 44, and I'm starting at okay, 6, verse 6. Ezekiel 44 and 6, and it says, And thou shalt say to the rebellious, even to the house of Yasharel, Thus saith the Most High Yah, O ye house of Israel, let it suffice you of all your abominations, and that you have brought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in heart and uncircumcised in flesh, to be in my sanctuary, to pollute it even my house, when you offer my bread, the fat and the blood, and they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations. And you have not kept the charge of mine holy things, but you have set keepers of my charge in my sanctuary for yourselves. So what are we seeing here so far? The secret sauce is you got to be, your mind, because in the Bible, the word heart means your mind or your innermost thoughts that are at the core of the subconscious to the conscious level of a person. And your mind and your flesh needs to be circumcised. Basically, you got to be circumcised through and through, is what we got so far. Thus saith the Most High Yah, no stranger uncircumcised in heart, nor uncircumcised in flesh shall enter into my sanctuary of any stranger that is among the children of Yasharel or Israel. And the Levites that are gone way far from me when Israel went away, which went astray away from me after their idols, they shall even bear their iniquity or lawlessness, yet they shall be ministers in my sanctuary, having charge at the gates of the house. So the unclean or the mixed breed, or even the ones that went astray, aren't circumcised, any kind of blemish, they man the front door, while the fully blessed or fully holy priest are allowed to go into the innermost sanctum and speak to Yah face to face. And we'll see that in just a moment. Yet they shall be ministers in my sanctuary, having charge at the gates of the house and ministering to the house, collecting offerings and whatnot. They shall slay the burnt offering and the sacrifice for the people. These will be the nations and the people outside of the temple, and they shall stand before them to minister unto them. So they're basically presenting themselves to the people who aren't even allowed to go into the temple, because they ministered unto them before their idols and caused the house of Israel to fall into iniquity. Therefore have I lifted up mine hand against them, saith the Most High Yah, and they shall bear their iniquity or lawlessness. And they shall not come near unto me to do the office of a priest unto me, nor to come near to any of my holy things in the most holy place, but they shall bear their shame and their abominations which they have committed. Now, anybody who has some real knowledge knows that the key to having your mind circumcised is being stayed upon Torah and obeying and living according to Torah. That's Jeremiah 31:33. And so this goes right back to Malachi too. That this is how you are going to circumcise yourself through and through, by teaching the law and living according to the law. And he says, but I will make them keepers of the charge of the house for all the service thereof, and for all that shall be done therein. But the priests, the Levites, the sons of Zadok, that kept the charge of my sanctuary when the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to me to minister unto me, and they shall stand before me to offer unto me the fat and the blood, saith the Most High Yah. And they shall enter into my sanctuary, and they shall come near to my table to minister unto me, and they shall keep my charge. And it shall come to pass that when they enter in at the gates of the inner court, they shall be clothed with linen garments, and no wool shall come upon them, whilst they minister in the gates of the inner court and within. And they shall have linen bonnets upon their heads, and shall have linen breeches upon their loins. They shall not gird themselves with anything that cause sweat. And when they go forth into the utter court, even into the utter court to the people, they shall put off their garments wherein they ministered, and lay them in the holy chambers, and shall put on other garments, and they shall not sanctify the people with their garments. So basically, when they're standing before Yah, offering sacrifice and communing with him in the most holy place, they have to remove everything before they go out and minister with the people, because y'all don't want he's like, screw them people, like, not necessarily, but I mean, he don't want them to have no part of his most holy thing. And so he says, neither shall they shave their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long. They shall only poll their heads. Neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the inner court. Neither shall they take for their wives a widow, nor her that is put away, but they shall take maidens of the seed of the house of Yasharel, Israel, or a widow that had a priest before. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean. And in controversy they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgments, and they shall keep my laws and my statutes and all mine assemblies, and they shall hallow my Sabbaths. And they shall come at no dead person to defile themselves, but for father or for mother, or for son or for daughter, for brother or for sister that has not had a husband, they may defile themselves. And after he is cleansed, they shall reckon unto him 7 days. So, obviously the sons of Zadok is not exclusive to the Levites. It's more exclusive to the Jews, though, because the Jews consisted of the Levites and the Judah and Benjamin and Simeon. And so you had a lot of Jews who were of Levitical stock, like Christ was a son of Zadok. And he was considered to be the tribe of Judah, by lineage. So, bottom line, the key is keeping the commandments, keeping everything holy and on the up and up, from the beginning of time, Exodus, all the way to Peter. We see the same common denominator. And you'll see it again many times amongst other disciples as well. But, that's my time, Yasharel. I pray everybody has a blessed Shabbat. Pray to this week has been blessed for you. And Shalom to the Mishpachah. Kala Yahweh Barakah Hashem Yahweh Shah. Barakatah. Anya Habata. And Kam Yasharallah. 1.